Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to Malice Reacts. We got some stuff to watch here. That's not the right window. I've been playing a phone version of the original Dragon Quest. There we go. I've been playing that occasionally on my free time for the last couple months. I believe I'm about a quarter of the way through the game now. Maybe a little further again. Anyway. I have survived a recent attempt by the Grim Reaper to claim my life. I'll just start with that. Spent at least 6 hours in a hospital before I convinced them I could literally walk on my own. Thank you very much. Have a replacement vehicle for the time being. Figured it all know that kind of thing when that sort of thing happens, I guess. So, I'm not a spirit yet. I ain't hunting nobody yet. So, it is what it is. Trying to save up some extra scratch money while I go to work, and hopefully in the next couple weeks or so I'll get enough to at least cover most of the price of a car I have my eyes on. The person who was fixing up my vehicle has a side project deal that they were working on for other purposes, but decided that they were thinking about selling it anyway. I am willing to purchase it from them if they are willing to finish looking it over and getting it in working condition. I believe my father has a previous such vehicle that was a project of repair and did pretty well with it. Neither here nor there. We are here now instead to focus on video. And with that, I also have a few updates I want to change. So for those of you watching on YouTube, you are only going to be getting a abbreviated version. I want to see how that goes. But also, for the sake of time, I'm planning on double speeding the video for my watch. Because I feel like, as much as I really do enjoy the content, especially by Paranormal Files, the history content that they do with it, it still takes a while to get through. And I feel like I could still do double speed and still keep up with it without it being an issue. And if there's something important, we'll slow down for it. Otherwise, I'm going to be recording audio in the background, which is already going on right now. And I'll be using that as a guide as to when to cut for things that are important for the video and try and make this thing not 3 hours long. Because that can be a bit of a slog to get it uploaded to YouTube. If I can get about an hour and a half to an hour, great. And if I can get less than that, depending on how long the video is, fantastic. Speaking of which, Paranormal didn't upload anything this week, so no twins this week, at least not at the moment. So Paranormal Files it is, and hopefully I'll get this edited and out tomorrow without too much of a problem, or at the very least have it set and ready for a pretty soon date, either way. But anyways, enough talking, enough setup, just so you understand how things are going with this one, and I want to test it and see how you like it. If you think I should not do the 2 times speed, I'll consider it. If you do not want the cut down version, also let me know. But I feel that would help with a lot of the constant fighting I'm getting over copyright issue. In particular, some of the background music keeps getting claimed by random. And I'm not sure how I'm supposed to deal with it outside of randomly muting the video. That said, let's have a look-see and let's see what they've got. So it's Paranormal Files, Scariest Place in America, Randolph Asylum, Terrifying Activity. With Paranormal Nightmare TV. So they're joining in with another group apparently. So let's see. Go.
Tonight, we are in Indiana at the Randolph County Asylum.
It's the scariest place in America and very haunted.
All right, everybody, so we're here in the asylum. We have our special guest.
We're here. Paranormal Nightmare, Paranormal Files.
The Nightmare Files. On tonight's episode of the Paranormal Files, we're here in Indiana at one of the most haunted buildings in the state, the Randolph County Infirmary and Asylum.
Music. talking over
The
the
history
music.
of this building will absolutely shock you. So many tragic stories, so many unbelievable deaths, and there's even an octopus-like inhuman creature that haunts the basement, known as the Creeper. All right, everybody. Tonight, we are in Indiana, about an hour and 10 minutes outside of Indianapolis, at the Randolph County Asylum.
I think I'll slow down here and there.
We have some very special guests that are going to be joining us tonight for this investigation, so you guys should be excited for this one. It's cool. But I've heard a lot of things about this place, including that it's like one of the more active paranormal locations that you can investigate.
That's what I heard.
Rough.
Roof.
Woof.
Woof.
Roof, roof, woof. Roof, roof.
It's hard to see.
Yeah, Jesus, I'm getting blinded by the sun.
Look at the down that going down right there.
The light,
Oh,
the
so you think
orb
about
in the
going
sky. Why does it hurt my
I think
retinas?
so. I should go
Damn,
around
I can't
back.
see anything.
I have no idea.
Well, guys,
Okay.
tonight's going to be a super interesting night. Hope
God.
y'all are ready for this one.
Got some people, right?
Yeah, we do
Special
got some
guests.
people. All right, here we go.
So we ended up going to the Randolph County Asylum, and I was super
Honestly, I
excited.
think
Colin
one
was
and a
gonna
half
be
is
up
a little
that
bit better.
Paranormal Nightmare.
It's a little less squeaky.
Known of them, obviously Colin knows of them, and this was our first time really getting together with them, so that was a really exciting thing to do. Walking into this place, the tour again, once again massive, totally different vibe there. These long corridors, not a lot of like furnishings there.
We've done asylums. I've done Pennhurst. We've done places all over the world. And
You've done
sometimes
quite a few of them,
asylums have a lot of chaotic, frenetic energy. I don't know. It doesn't feel like almost scary, if that makes sense. This place, the
Just a
moment
lot
we
of them
walked
in a row,
down
yeah.
to do this historical tour, felt terrifying. Jeff actually got pushed on camera. You're about to see that in a few moments. But we have some special guests in tonight's episode, Paranormal Nightmare. We are going to be introducing them later on when we start investigating. But first of all, we need to do this historical tour. This one honestly was so engrossing that I could have listened to her talk for hours, and I looked down and the thing was like, oh my God, we've been doing this for an hour and a half. It's crazy. So you guys are going to love this. I know it. Let's just get into it.
Hi, are we good?
We're good.
Welcome to the Randolph County Asylum in Winchester, Indiana. My name is Lydia Carpenter, and we're gonna do our walkthrough, history tour, whatever. And if you want to book this place, Randolph County Asylum, 765-808-8730, 765-808-8730. Awesome.
You gotta
Sorry.
love the
Phone only, but hey,
gotta do it.
pip
We
it,
gotta do
pip
it.
it, yeah.
Okay. Yes. And I don't
Get
get
people
paid
in.
for that, so
Even if it's just
this
for a
is
look
actually
around.
our artifact table. The building that we're standing in is the third building on the grounds. Okay. And this building was built in 1899, late December. And like I said, it's our third building. So in this artifact table, everything except for this badge and these shoes were found here on the grounds. We've got the original slate shingles from the original building, the very first asylum that was built in 1851. It burned down, by the way. We've got the old whiskey bottles that were found up underneath the coal in the coal room down in the basement. We've got this thing right here. Do you guys have any guesses as to what that might be?
Looks like you blew
From a
fire.
plow?
Nope. Totally not.
Okay.
I have no clue.
You're not even gonna guess?
I'm not drawing a blank. Let's even guess. Crutches?
Close. It is
Oh.
an actual peg leg. Yes. So
Oh.
we had a resident here, and that leg belonged to him, and they called him Peg. He was a member of the traveling carnival, and when he passed, we got it. And he's a bit of a trickster, so when people mess with his leg, he tends to mess with them. So that's why we've got it locked up, so nobody takes anything home with them. Anyway, and then what's this? It's not a prosthetic.
Andre the Giant's quart bottle for his wine. That's terrible.
Actually, you have the right idea.
Is it a barrel? Plug for a barrel?
It is a bunghole plug, yes, sir. Bunghole plug. I said it.
Wait,
Not that
are you
bung.
serious?
Not
not-
that bung.
Oh,
Not.
But it's a bunghole.
But it is a bunghole plug. This
Not
is
that
for
kind of
a
bunghole,
whiskey barrel.
boys.
So
Get
the
it out of
whiskey
your
barrels,
heads.
the hole is typically on the bottom. The old ones, what they would do is they'd lay it on the side, plug up the hole, fill it up, and then
Gotcha,
age
yeah.
the whiskey.
But in all fairness,
It is a
my
bunghole
my
plug.
guess about
You were
Andre-
right though. Like
that-
you.
But that could be Andre's bunghole plug.
Well, Andre's got some splinters in his bunghole. Lord.
That's trying to be fair.
Those
Okay,
are some
it's okay.
slippers,
It's
so
okay.
they'll
Thank you.
never
Thank
go
you
away.
for going with that with me.
Yeah, I've never seen a bunghole plug quite like that.
Man, oh Lord have mercy. God.
Jeff's got quite the experience with that type of thing.
We are going to start down in the basement, and since we are filming, we're going to go this way. Just because I don't want to spoil. Can you get through there?
Yep.
Awesome. Now, be careful. If you trip and fall, you signed a waiver.
Right.
Sign a waiver and don't get yourself hurt down here on purpose.
Your
Ooh.
stuff.
I don't know what happened.
They don't like you.
What happened?
Oh,
Hang on. Play nice.
What happened?
that was bizarre.
What happened?
I just,
I saw that.
I came down, my forward went like this.
Yes, I saw that.
You saw it?
Yeah, I watched you.
my God, that was bizarre.
I watched it.
I've never seen you do that.
Superman, and yeah, holy shit is right. Yeah.
I've never had that happen.
Yeah. That's what you get for being a semi-skeptic. So
I'm not really that skeptic though.
that's why I said semi.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said semi.
Kind of got my heart racing a little bit. It's
They,
weird.
they want your attention.
Wow.
They want your attention.
Yeah, that was really
I mean,
And there was, and I need to clarify that there was nobody. Like I was standing right down here. You were the last one down the
I
stairs.
extended my leg.
Are you okay?
No, yeah, I'm okay, but it's like I keep like, it's just like,
Okay.
like did that happen? I'm like, what?
You signed a waiver.
Yeah.
Sign the waiver. That's gonna be a coming. That's
funny.
gonna come back
Now,
to haunt
the
you all
people
night tonight,
here
there,
that
Jeff.
did have the schizophrenia, the bipolar, the people here that were here short term, they were actually kept housed right over here. Now, if they were here, it was a short period of time. Now, they were violent. They had mental issues going on. There were times where we had multiple people with similar issues here at the same time. Would you want them in the same room at the same time? No, we would have World War III, right? So the others were kept over here. We've got documentation that there were cells, not full cells, but half cells. So it would have been, one would have been right there and the other one would have been right in this vicinity. Now, if there was a fourth person, that fourth person was shackled to the wall like this. And we've got marks right here, and then
Dang.
right in this general area.
They
It's been
really didn't know
plastered
how
over
to
with
treat people
tartar
with
seed,
issues.
But that one you can tell for sure. Nice spider. So, yeah. But it was only to keep this individual away from that individual. Just, it's not nice, it sucks, but it's a part of the history, and they ask that we speak it. So, there we go.
Definitely, it's really strange. Like, heavy energy
Yeah,
here.
right in this area, yeah.
During tours, usually it's not really.
No,
but like,
no.
You can
Well,
already feel it down here.
You have their attention.
Even I'll say at the Indiana State Sanitarium, it didn't feel like this.
Okay, so we're gonna just touch in this room real quick.
Dude, that hallway on this camera
Yeah.
looks so creepy. The blue light.
Okay, we're gonna cooperate, we're gonna be nice. And this is our mirror room. We've got a mirror out there.
Yeah, Susan
pointing
saw
in, so it does
mirrors.
literally
Oh
a
boy.
360. And we allow people to scry in here. When you have two mirrors facing each other, what does it do? It creates a portal,
Yeah.
right? So with this many mirrors, we've created a mini vortex, so to speak. And portals are like Ouija boards on crack, salesman, if you catch my drift. He liked the ladies, and the ladies liked him. Liked him so much that he contracted neurosyphilis. And
Oh, gonna pause that for a second. Let's go back. I think they heard something, so they even noted it in the bottom of the screen here. So, oops, not what I was intending to do. Okay, play.
that he contracted neurosyphilis. And
Heard some movement. I didn't hear a voice.
he gave Ida neurosyphilis. He got the easy way out and he died, but Ida lived. Ida's favorite daughter died, and then her son was left to take care of her. Well, her son couldn't take care of her anymore, and he brought her here. She was only here for a couple of months, and then she started going, I'm not going to call her crazy because you're not crazy. She ended up losing her faculties, as one does with syphilis. Syphilis affects the brain. So her room was upstairs, and she would come out in the middle of the day, the middle of the night, all hours, screaming at the top of her lungs, pulling her hair out, scratching at her face. She would use the restroom on herself and in different places in the building, and she was caught rolling around in it. She was even caught wandering the grounds of the 350-acre farm. So she became a liability. Well, the superintendent and the caretaker at that time got together and they were like, listen, we don't know what to do with her. We want to make sure she's safe, but we want to make sure everybody else is safe too. What's going to happen? So they brought her down here to the big room in the basement.
Oh,
Brought her down here to the big room in the basement.
I heard a click, but that was about it. I'm not sure what that was.
The material around her neck and stepped off of her bed. Her bed was only about yay tall, so it didn't really do anything. So the next best thing was to lean into it. The next morning when she was let out, they found her with her feet flat on the floor, leaning at a 45-degree angle. And her death certificate says that she died of strangulation, not of a broken neck. It is what it is. Come on.
Ugh. Yeah.
Don't be mad at me. That's her room.
Oh, this is.
You're more than welcome to go in there if you want to just video real quick.
This is where she took her life.
Yeah, I feel a lot of stuff there.
Like I said, she does not enjoy her passing being talked about in her room. You're more than welcome to ask her present tense questions, okay? Like, we do a lot of yes, no, flashlight work. Everything in that room has either something that she picked herself or gifts that were left for her. But just don't talk about her passing in there. Good?
Should I do it? If you're not gonna walk in there.
Walk in there.
That really is wild.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Ooh, I heard that.
Did you hear that?
Just got back up to
Like
speed
a
and it's gone.
Like, you heard that pop? That wasn't you hitting something?
No, I didn't hit anything.
Oh, it was super loud.
I slid around the door.
Yeah, it was literally like a rock hitting like
Yeah.
the
Well, I
floor.
think that's cement. You know, more like rock on cement.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So, this room is Walter's workshop. And Walter's name was Walter Ryan Armstrong. And if Walter were alive today, he would be considered to be on the spectrum. He enjoyed his isolation, and he had his quirks. And his quirks can be seen today. All the nails and the screws on the front of this workbench, all the way around, up on the wall, and at the top of the workbench. He would hammer and pull the nails out, and hammer and pull the nails out all day long if he could. Yeah. Now, remember, this was his workshop, okay? Turn around and tell me what that is right there. Yes, sir.
cabinet?
Stick your head in there. I dare you.
Dumbwaiter?
That is not a dumbwaiter. You gotta stick it all the way in there. Tell me what it is.
Goodness. Heck, it looks like a laundry chute.
That's what it is. This was never a laundry room, though. When we go upstairs to the first floor, I'll tell you why. Let's go. Most definitely. Now, also in this men's dining room, we've got the creeper. And that's like
Oh, boy.
psychokinetic energy. It's a ball of energy, but it's bigger than a ball. It looks like an octopus, but it's got tentacles and like feet on the ends of its tentacles. And it's so weird because what it does is it'll go from corner to corner on the floor. It'll go across the wall. It'll go around. It's not bad and it's not good. It's energy. So
Yeah.
take it however you will. But energy's energy. And what you do with energy is whatever you do with it. Let's go.
Making itself into quite the visual spectacle is what it's done.
Sounds
Whatever
awesome.
that energy literally was.
Gonna flip on the light. Now, we are in Doris Addington's kitchen. And this is a picture of Doris Addington. Doris was the cook here for a significant amount of time. Doris first came here when she was about 11 years old. She qualified to live here because she had a stutter. So when I said earlier that if you even had a stutter, you qualified to live here, that was considered a handicap back then. Now, Doris lived here until she was about 20, 21, 22, and was the cook. Now, she went out, left here for about a year, just to kind of play around and see what the world had to offer, and realized that this is the place that she did the most good, and came back and continued to be the cook. I'm sorry, that's not coming from that. I just want to... I don't know what that
Interesting. Heard something, apparently.
That's the original.
That
ice
got her
box,
off
or
guard.
The freezer, cooler, refrigerator. Doris Addington is still very active in this kitchen. This is the original coal-fired water heater. I call her Big Bertha. Definitely very steampunky.
Right.
The gauges and all of that, but she is plastered. Not really plastered. She's stuck to the freaking floor. She will not ever be leaving.
She's cemented
This is
in.
a permanent resident. And this is
The
what
only
she's
permanent
replaced with.
resident.
So.
Less character on the second one for sure.
Yeah, right. See, this is real, and this is.
This reminds me of Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Yeah, right? Awesome.
Very interesting, actually.
And as we got into the interview about halfway, you could just feel all the spirits there again. I mean, again, a different kind of heavy, but just for me, more of an uneasiness for sure on this one. I felt almost a little bit more, I want to say fear, but definitely didn't want to walk in the back of the pack or, things like that. And I think ultimately you could just, again, as the interview happened, they know her. I think they started to come out of the rooms, if you will, and just be around us. I kind of felt a presence much more. But again, I didn't quite know what that felt like, but it definitely made me feel kind of uneasy compared to other places.
Okay, so I said that this building was 60,000 square feet, 4 stories, and it is in the shape of a cross. We were just standing in the T of the cross right there, so it goes all the way through, and that is on each floor, and the body is on each floor of the building. And if you do an aerial view, it looks just like a cross.
And I noticed that earlier.
Yes.
Is it an upside down cross?
All right, so the original asylum
Not from the road,
was built in
apparently.
1851. It was a wooden structure that housed 19 people. It was up for maybe 5-10 years. It was heated by wood-burning stove and lit up by candles and oil lamps. I like to think that those people got a little bored because they burned the place down. Nobody died though, okay? And then we built our second one actually right across the driveway. When you guys pulled in, there was that empty lot
That
right there.
there's-
That's where the second building was built.
Oh, what
And the
a
second building
non-dynamite.
was actually built with bricks made from the clay dirt mixture on site and fired on site as well. But because the government had a hand in building it, it was done cheaply, it was done quickly, and it was done stupidly because they didn't fire the bricks long enough. They fired 100 bricks for the correct amount of time, they pulled them out, they started building the building, and then they got impatient and started pulling them out faster and faster and faster and saying, oh, this'll do. And they started to build the second asylum. That second asylum ended up falling apart in the weather, in the heat. So for all intents and purposes, it melted. So 1880s, we have records at the Historical Society Museum of women taking their pillows, bedclothes, clothes, anything that they could find, shoving them in the holes in the walls and around the windows to keep them from falling in and keep the weather from coming in and wreaking havoc on what they had. So let's fast forward to 1895. The citizens of Winchester had had enough because this building was a home for the destitute, the feeble-minded, the physically handicapped, okay? But it was falling apart. It was absolutely unlivable. So the residents went to the county commissioners and said, you need to go out to the asylum and you need to take a look at where our people are living. Our family, your family. They're like, it's okay. 1895, there was a brand new invention. You have any idea what that might be? It's something that you use every single day, multiple times a day, and you've used twice since you've been here. Indoor plumbing, a toilet. Now, they had a toilet installed in the basement of the second asylum. And that plumbing was ran all the way back to Salt Creek. And Salt Creek, if you go outside and you stand in the driveway and you look back, it's back past the tree lines, okay? Everybody in 1895 that had toilets installed had their plumbing ran all the way back to Salt Creek. Salt Creek quickly became Shit Creek. Yes, and that's actually kind of where they get the term up shit creek without a paddle. Our creek. It's fantastic, right? Now,
Woohoo.
anyway, so 1898, Lord have mercy.
Poodoo.
So conditions had gotten so bad at the second building that the residents of Winchester were like, listen, you have to go out and you have to see what's going on. So the commissioners finally came out and took a look. They saw the windows falling out, they saw holes in the wall, they went down into the basement and they saw 18 inches of raw sewage standing in the basement from where the pipe had burst. See, we had somebody that knew how to install a toilet, just nobody that knew how to fix them. So, county commissioners said, scratch this, we've got to do something else. So they came over to the original foundation of the original asylum that burnt down. They took a look around and they said that the foundation still looked pretty good, but at that point in history, we had more people without homes and that couldn't take care of themselves that we knew what to do with. So we shore up around the foundation, extended it. Late December 1899, the 60,000 square foot 4-story asylum was built. Right now, where we're standing is the backyard, technically, of the original asylum, the one that burnt down. If you look at that wall, notice that it's brick, right? Take a look at this one, and it's limestone. This is the foundation of the original wooden building, the one that burnt down. Now, this is the window for the room that we're getting ready to go into. And if you look right over there, this is the door for the room that we're getting ready to go into. Now, you guys know what that is?
Masonic?
It is a Masonic keystone.
Interesting.
Now, the Freemasons in Winchester actually used the basement of the original asylum as a meeting house until it burned down. And when it burned down, they went into Winchester and they built an actual building for themselves. We also have recently found out that a senator turned president who lived in Illinois. I'm not going to say he was born in Illinois because he wasn't. He lived in Illinois. He's a very tall, slender man with a top hat. He actually walked through this door 4 or 5 times. You know who that man might be? Abraham Lincoln, yes. There are conflicting stories that say that the Masons tried to recruit Abraham Lincoln. There are people that say that Abraham Lincoln said no thank you and walked away from the Masons. And then there are people that say that he was secretly a member. So,
Might have been a
all I
quiet
know,
member.
my
Yeah, you
great
never know.
uncle on my mom's side and my dad's side were both 32-degree Masons, and they're a different breed. That's all I'll say. They've got an interesting point of view. Yeah, so this is our meat room. This is the original butcher block for the meat room.
Oh.
This is the window that they would
Quite
use
literally,
to
yeah.
put in the animals, lay the animals on the butcher block, slaughter them, and then place them in the freezer. And right behind the freezer is the door to the meat room. Well, it wasn't the door to the meat room, but it was a door to the basement for the original asylum. Now, 1920s, 1930s, Randolph County had a severe issue with cholera. Do you guys know what cholera is? So you get cholera by drinking water that has feces in it, specifically pig feces, right? And if you drink the water, you end up shitting yourself to death. They say if you get confused, you will get lost. Okay, so that wheelchair on the arm, it's a metal, and I just saw, something shine off of that. That's why I'm looking down there, because they're... So, anyway, this is the women's
Caught
side.
something,
I
but
guarantee
nothing
you
for sure.
tonight you
Okay.
will get confused at least once.
Got it.
Okay? And this is a little trick to realize and remember what side you're on. All you have to do is look out the window. If you look out the window when you're on this side, and realize it is dark, but you look out the window and you see the trees and the greenery and the plants out here, this is the women's side because women love pretty things. If you're on the other side, you look outside and you see the parking lot, cars, boys and their toys. It's the men's side.
Gotcha.
Well, that too. But
Greenery
that
or
actually was
vehicles?
added
Which do you see?
when this place was an old folks' home. Because originally, it was the institution color, white, gray, tan, all the bland colors. They added the pinks and turquoises and blues and greens to kind of try and boost the morale of the residents. Now, this room belonged to a little boy named Noah. Noah was a 9-year-old boy that lived here with his mother, and he died of the measles. And Noah is a very active resident here. All the toys in here either make noise, they light up, they do something. And he loves the interaction. You'll see papers, you'll see books, there are pencils, markers, all kinds of stuff. He enjoys when people interact with him, so feel free to write him a note, read him a book, do something with him. You'll get an interaction.
Awesome. You know what?
Alrighty, interesting.
You both have to come in this room. I don't care how terrified you are. You've got to come in here.
Oh.
So,
Oh lordy, did all right.
this room, I'm going to point out the slanted wall here. The slanted wall signifies that this is a medical room, okay? So any room that you go into with a slanted wall, know that that is a medical room. There were not ever any doctors or nurses that lived here as far as we know, okay? The closest doctor was in Winchester. And if you died here, or if you needed medical attention, you had to hook up the horse and buggy, haul ass to Winchester, hope to God that you could find the doctor, and hope to God that you made it back in time to save said individual's life. So it was a
Lordy.
pretty touch and go rocky situation. Now, this room did belong to Doris Addington, the cook in the kitchen. And Doris had an affinity for dolls. And the dolls
Gotcha,
on
that's
the bottom
why.
row here belong to her.
Okay.
Every other doll in this room has been left by repeat offenders or found by our owners, Dan and Rich Allen. So, people have been known to leave dolls here for her, and if they have a spirit box, and you have the spirit box on, she says thank you. She's a very polite individual. She is just like everybody's grandmother. She's a lovely old lady. Now, if you take a look at the wall right there, we've got our comic relief. Because most men, I hate to say men but most men are afraid of dolls. So those Barbies were set up on that pole as kind of a, hey, laugh joke. Well, they do tip. They've made $95 and counting. So don't hesitate to tip, okay? They work very hard for their money.
Yes, no, it looks like
Working
do.
hard for the money.
Now, each floor of the asylum is exactly the same. The residents are not the same, but the floors are. And this is the first floor women's day room. And if you look out the window, I know it's kind of dark. Oh my God, look at the view. That's beautiful. So I don't know if you
Again,
can
why
see.
they want it.
Let's see, it's going to be easier. There is a brick building.
Ladies want to keep good view.
But there's a brick building just right there. Not off in the distance, but just right there. And that's actually our chicken coop. Yes. And the chicken coop, we had a resident here by the name of John Doty who took care of the chickens. There are newspaper articles about John. He had never rode a bike, never driven a car, never been married, never kissed a girl, couldn't read or write, lived here for an extended period of time, and the chickens were his best friends. So he would feed the chickens in the morning and then go out and pick a chicken for dinner. There's a running joke, and we call him Chicken Tender. So, hand washing. We've got handicap accessible bathing, and remember, we are still on the women's side. This is the first floor women's restroom. The restrooms on this side, not just the women's side, but the men's side, the restrooms on the residents' side of the asylum do not work. Once again, the restrooms do not work. Please don't use them. First floor women's chapel.
Please don't
Now,
use.
we did hold church service here. And it wasn't by denomination, it was really whatever denomination we could get to come out here and hold church service.
And these buildings are way bigger on the inside.
And then they look on the outside,
same
right?
way they would
It's
come.
crazy.
It's massive in here.
First floor men's day room. Now, I know you got some footage from outside, but that wooden, or the white garage right there, the land immediately behind that, there is a section, probably from that wall to about here and yay big. That's our pauper's field, so our unmarked cemetery. We've got about 51 to 53 bodies buried out there and one mummy.
Oh.
So there was a man named Mose, and he was from Ohio. Ansonia, Ohio, I do believe. There are newspaper articles about this one as well. Mose passed away without any family, okay? And the city was responsible for his body. This was during the Great Depression, and he passed away, and the city puts an ad in the paper and says, if anybody knows who this man is or is of any relation to this man, would you please come and claim his body so we can carry on with our next victim. Fantastic. Two men from a neighboring town came over and said, we're not related to him, but we'll claim his body. We'll give him his good Christian burial. And the officials were like, hey, come. I mean, it's the Great Depression. We got better things to worry about than a body, right? Wrong. Anyway, so these men take ownership of his body. Keep in mind, he is not embalmed. Because if you die and the city or government has your body, they're going to do things cheaply, quickly, and stupidly, once again, and they're not going to embalm you, okay? They're going to put you in a box and they're going to bury you, and that'll be the end of it. Well, these two men have the idea of wrapping Mose up like an authentic Egyptian mummy and traveling around Ohio and Indiana, charging 10 cents a head for people to see the authentic Egyptian mummy. They get to Indiana, and by the time they get to Indiana, Moses' body had started to rot and decompose.
Oh.
And anybody that was watching or seeing him was getting sick. And during this time, people are still thinking that the mummy's curse is real. So they're kind of panicking, thinking that they're dying. They go to the county officials here in Winchester and they say, listen, we saw this body. We're sick, or we cursed. These men are doing this thing. And so the police go to these two men and they're like, what's going on? And these men are like, listen, we didn't do anything wrong. This is not a real mummy. There is no curse. And the officials are like, listen, this is desecration of corpse. So we're gonna go ahead and arrest you and bury Mose out at the poor farm in our pauper cemetery.
That's so interesting.
53 bodies and 1 mummy. Men's side now, okay?
1 mummy.
So we got first floor
Mr.
men's
Mose
restroom,
has
same
got
as
the most
women's
unusual,
side.
but also
It doesn't
possibly
work. Don't use my
technically
restroom,
most
okay?
fancy burial, since he's all dressed up for it.
And this is the first floor men's chapel. All right? People are terrified of Constance Hatchaway. That's not the name of the actual attachment of that dress, but that dress does have an attachment. And that dress was not here. It was brought here by one of our volunteers, and the dress has requested to stay here. So,
That's a creepy
So that's a
mannequin.
thing.
very creepy. We've got the mannequin when you walk in, and that's its sister.
Oh, so this one, guys.
The one, yeah, this is the one in the window. Yeah, yeah.
It's a pretty nice.
Oh, definitely. Very pretty. Don't play with it because she'll say, hey, well, no, she'll be like, huh, when are we getting married?
Oh, no. I already have wives.
It doesn't matter to her.
No matter to her, she's looking to get hitched. So don't miss.
So I need you to look up there. It's blocked off, okay? Every other room that is open, what they would do is they would take candles or oil lamps and place them up there, okay? Instead of all of the smoke and everything collecting in this room, it would go out into the hallway, and the long, narrow hallways and the doors kind of create a vacuum and suck out, and not as much carbon monoxide, it's that light. That's the buzzing. But welcome to quarantine.
Great.
Right? Takes you back to 2020. Once again, slanted wall, medical room, right? And this right here is the laundry chute, okay? Now, at the beginning of the 1900s, we are at the beginning of germ theory and figuring out exactly how bacteria and illness is spread, right? And we find out that bacteria and illness is spread through bodily fluids. So when you're in here, when you lived here, we had people here that had tuberculosis, Spanish influenza. We had it all, okay? This was a poor farm, all right? We had all walks of life. If you were sick, this was the last ditch resort, okay? Now, if you were here in quarantine, you had one of two options. Either get better or die. Chester, under the last name of Schultz, okay? But Lulu was about 76 years old, and she passes away of a heart attack. Upon further examination, they found vaginal bleeding and bruising. So she was raped, and that's what caused her heart attack, and that's what killed her. So her entire life has been one trauma after the next. All right?
Poor
She's
woman.
got a lot of, not baggage. She carries a lot, okay? And she is a very depressed soul and is still here. And this is Lulu's room, and this is why the building is segregated by gender, not by race. Thank you.
After
So
that
I couldn't
keeps
believe the
happening,
history of this
yeah.
place. I mean, you had a woman who took her own life in this room. You have the spirit of a happy woman who cooked in the kitchen over here. You have the spirit of this man who used to live under the stairs. There's so many unique spirits in the asylum that are all attached to their own unique stories. And that's what I think is so interesting about the history of this place. It's not
I think we're about done with the history here, so let me double check what time we're at here. Because we're about an hour in, and apparently it's almost done playing out, because it's also still live right at the moment. But yeah, we're at 1 hour and an hour and 30 on the video. So I think this is going to be a success. It's going to be at least a 2-hour video, maybe a little shorter depending. And again, let me know if this has been bothering you at all. Otherwise, I think playing at the speed's been fine. 1.5 times speed is actually pretty good. I think we'll actually keep it at that instead of 2 times speed, because it's a little fast on 2 times. Got a little squeaky and a little distracting. I think this is a little bit
like,
easier.
oh,
to
these are the
listen
rooms
to.
where the patients used to live,
Although
and
I
there's no
think we
specific
might
story. There are tons of specific stories here, and it makes
slow
the
it down
investigation
depending on what's going
way
on in
more
the
I think,
investigation
interesting when you
here.
can actually try to reach out to people and talk to the history. But let's keep going.
This is the nursery, okay? There is no light in here, but this is where the children would have played, okay? And fun thing that's not related to this building, but they're here now. This is from the Boyhood Church of the Reverend Jim Jones. This is from the church, and that is from the church, so, yeah. Yeah.
Church donated a few things.
So I told you downstairs, each floor of the asylum is the exact same. We are on the women's side, okay?
Got 2 trees.
Yes. Second floor, women's day room. Second floor, women's chapel. Second floor, men's day room. Second floor, men's chapel. Now, Take a walk.
Oh, wow.
That is our jail cell that a resident, he was an actual judge in Randolph County, okay? An actual judge, a retired judge. Right before retirement, he came to the county commissioners and he asked if he could pay for a room out here. The county commissioners were really confused. You've got money. Why would you want to live out here? And he said it was because he didn't have any family. He'd have a roof over his head, 3 square meals a day, and all the company he could ever want. So let him pay for a room out here. And the county commissioners, being the greedy, money-hungry individuals that they are, said, okay, what do you want? And he said that he wanted the first room on the 2nd floor men's side and a jail cell installed. Because we were going into World War II and we're at the bottom of the totem pole. Any individual, any man that was well enough to fight was called off. The police force here was literally gone. There was nobody here and they were policing themselves. So what he would do is he would hold mock trial up in the attic and then sentence them to however many days in the jail cell that he saw fit.
That's interesting.
Most definitely. Now, this room belonged to a man named John Oliver Champ. And John Oliver Champ was about 86 years old when he was here, and he was only here for a couple of months. While he was here, there were 4 other gentlemen that lived here, and this was right around the time of World War II. Those 4 individuals tried to join the army, but were kicked out because they were alcoholics. And if you're an alcoholic in the army, they don't want you because you're not well enough to watch the other person's 6. And hell, I don't want anybody watching my 6 if you can't keep your eyes open or your mind off the sauce. Anyway,
Right.
those 4 individuals came here to the Randolph County Asylum expecting to run the place, expecting to be the brawn, be the bullies, okay, in a sense. Anyway, they were here terrorizing people. And John Oliver Champ confronted those 4 men and said, listen, people here may be afraid to speak out against you, but I'm not. So as soon as I get evidence against you, I'm gonna bring it to the commissioners, I'm gonna bring it to the superintendent, and you guys are gonna be arrested, and that's gonna be the end of it. Well, the 4 men laughed at him. But apparently he had enough weight to scare them, because one day, the 1st or 2nd week of September, he's in his room cleaning, as they were all doing, and he's at his window, and he's cleaning the window from the top all the way down to the bottom. He lifts up the window, sits down on the windowsill, puts the window down on top of him, and proceeds to wash the window from the top all the way down to the bottom, and he shoved out the window. Okay? He shoved out the window. The superintendent is out in the field, and he's coming up to the house, and we've got diary entries at the Historical Society Museum that say that he's walking up to the house from the field, and he sees John Oliver Champ fall, and he hits, and he dies. And the superintendent's dumbfounded, and he's looking up at the window, and he sees 2 silhouettes in the window, but the sun is causing too much of a glare in the window to see exactly who it is. He sees 2 figures walking away, not running. If it were truly an accident, you better believe that I would be hightailing it to go find help, right? Like any normal individual would. No. So they deal with John Oliver Champ's body, and then they start the investigation, and they find out that it was 2 of the 4 men that got kicked out of the army. They arrested them and sent them to the local state hospital facility, and there they stayed. And peace was eventually restored throughout this land. The judge's room. One last
Good
place.
man. Sad to see him go. Still, his last act of defiance was getting them permanently tossed out of this place.
Lights.
Whoa.
This is the attic.
Oh my gosh, over here too.
It goes all the way back here. So, it could it be an
Massive.
upside down cross? I don't know. But, clearly, the bottom of the cross. You got lights on the camera, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you mind if I cut the light?
Do it.
This area right here is where the judge held his mock trials. And once again, that goes out like that, and then that side goes out. So we are in the T of the cross right here. And this ladder, I'm only gonna say this once, was built in 1899. It is roped off for your own freaking protection. Do not climb the ladder. If you climb the ladder, you better find another way back down because you're not coming back in.
Yeah,
If you even make it up there.
you couldn't pay me to climb that ladder.
And it goes up to the cupola, actually. And that concludes our tour.
So, one question.
Yes, sir.
You would say that this place is haunted?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from
I
personal
don't
experience?
think
Yes.
she has much doubt on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every day of my life.
Wow, usually people are like, yeah, it's pretty haunted.
No.
That's a good
no,
sign
no,
for
no,
us.
No, beyond a shadow of a doubt. This place calls people here that belong here. This place brings people here that have been here before. And I'm telling you, I don't know, I don't care what your beliefs are. The both of you were residents here in a past life. Okay.
I don't doubt it.
You would have been on the women's side.
Shut up! Shut up, that's hilarious!
So at this point in the night, it was time to welcome our special guests, the Foreman brothers, Paranormal Nightmare. I've watched their channel for a while, known about them for years. We've actually been friends, talked a bunch online, but we've never actually met up until that night. And it was truly a pleasure having those guys out. I'm really glad that they were able to make it. And yeah, this investigation is pretty mind-blowing. So let's start getting into it. All right, everybody. So it's about 10:30. We are here outside the Randolph County Asylum.
We'll probably go back
Crazy
to
place,
speed,
crazy energy in there. Jeff got pushed earlier. Tonight we have some special guests that we are going to introduce you to in a moment. Everything's already set up inside, but I can honestly tell you that the energy in this building is really thick. We were just at the Indiana State Sanatorium the other day, and there's energy there. But it was totally different. This place, even just being in the basement, is like, holy shit, there's somebody like right there. And you can, I don't know, it's hard to explain because you can't get across a feeling on video, but you can really feel it in there tonight.
Papa Spooks,
Yes, hey, doing good. It's cold out here, but man, again, special guests are cool. You guys are going to see shortly. Colin already said, wow, I don't know. First time ever for me that you'll see it. I was walking down the stairs during the interview, and something shoved me from behind.
Yeah.
I missed a couple steps. I believe I hit the wall, and I went down the other 2 steps and barely kept myself from falling down. But she saw it. The interviewer said they didn't like me, or I'm not sure what they said, but that freaked me out. My heart was racing for the first time ever, like literally like 200 beats a minute. And so that is the beginning of what this is going to be tonight. I don't know. It's going to scare the crap out of me, but it is, like Colin said, it's much bigger than it looks like from the outside. And down on that lower level, especially, you feel like this legit touched him. So I'm excited to go.
Just have to assume that's what it was.
Well, everybody, without further ado, I think it's time to get into this this place. I've heard, like I said before, from a lot of people that this place is like extremely active, and we're just excited to be here. Thank you to everybody for watching. Thanks for making our dreams come true and for tuning in every week. Shout out to the Spooky fam online. Let's get to stay spooky in the chat.
Okay, let's go, man.
All right.
What the fuck? This door's supposed to be open.
Oh.
Yeah, we actually got locked out.
Wait a second. Can you call those guys?
Yeah, this door.
This is the unlocked door that's...
Yeah, this is where you can go out and have like smoke or something. You want to try to reach them? Yeah, this is the door that's supposed to be unlocked. I'm supposed to say you come out.
Yeah, isn't this supposed to be unlocked?
Yeah, I'm supposed to stand over here.
Looks like his pen was in there whenever I.
Oh shit.
Well, now it's unlocked.
Now,
Okay.
now anybody can come in.
Oh, maybe it's cold.
Dude, look at
Oh.
Caroline.
Ooh.
all the way to the top, dude. That's crazy, actually.
That's a lot of energy. Holy
Dude,
smokes.
that's so much like EMF. It never goes that high, and it's not just right there. Look at it. See, it's not glitchy. Dude, it's literally this. You go over here. I thought this was just
The
out
center of
my
that
air
building. Holy smokes.
Look at. There you go. Baseline.
It's a lot of energy.
That's crazy. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen it do that.
But if he walks in the room,
Yeah.
Does it change?
Yeah, over by the windows now.
All right, everybody. So we're here in the asylum or infirmary, whatever you want to call the building, and we have our special guests.
We're here. Paranormal Nightmare, Paranormal Files, finally together.
The Nightmare Files.
Nightmare Files.
Yeah, they're gonna have good taste.
But you guys have investigated this place like many times.
Yeah, this is probably one of our favorite asylums to come to, not only because we only live 20 minutes away, but out of all the asylums we've been to, this is like legit, probably one of the most active places, and which you guys will hopefully see tonight. Each floor, it's like a different feeling. Like this side, we tend to pick up more on the women, and then down in the basement, you get like a darker energy. The basement's creepier than hell.
That's what we like to hear,
Yes,
though, right?
But that's the thing tonight. You guys have seen what happened to me down in the basement. We're gonna see if it happens to Colin.
Oh, great.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you.
He's like, thank God.
Good choice.
So I'm challenging Colin tonight to be in the basement by himself.
Well,
Can't really say no.
there's 3 of you guys and only 2 of us, so.
Introduction-wise,
Yeah.
we've got Josh, we got Sean, and Rocky. My memory is still intact. So I did remember you guys.
That's good, you remember that? That's always a positive. Yeah, this floor right here, last time I was in here by myself. I was in this doll room, which is creepier than hell. And I was sitting right there, and it came across, and all my equipment started going off like crazy. And she said, I see you. I said, what is your name? She goes, my name's Catherine. So I contacted Dan, and there was a Catherine that did die inside this building. Wow. So that was pretty cool.
And these are Doris's dolls, not the one, right? Wasn't that what she said? Who was the cook? Should we do something in here?
Yeah.
Right away, or what do you guys
I'm
think?
ready. If you guys are ready to start investigating,
Yeah.
I'm going to actually go.
You can get lost in here. You know,
Yeah.
what floor you're on, or just where you're at in the building, where you think you could be close to the exit. No, you're not even close.
Yeah, it's honestly a lot.
Even we were saying,
It's a lot bigger and just like, it doesn't like look the same, but the hallways are easy to confuse with each other, which is crazy.
Like a kid. Like yelling. She's out there. And you guys are wearing headphones into
The cameras.
just cameras.
Yeah. Just, that way, it's like listen to EVPs.
Sure.
You
Constantly.
know, yeah, just all the time.
Good thing I wore a really noisy jacket.
Oh, you're good.
Don't worry, I always wore a jacket. I almost kind of like that. So.
You're in the hallway. Can you come down here with us? We're in here checking out your toys and your dolls.
Interesting. So they're almost always listening for EVPs, essentially.
This is one of those places where it'd be like dead quiet and all of a sudden something big will happen. You scare the shit out of you.
Very quiet, dude.
Call before the storm kind of thing.
I want to introduce myself too, by the way, to anybody who's in here. Thanks for coming out tonight. My name's Colin.
My name's Jeff.
Is there anybody here with us?
Oh, we're also going to refrain from the music and sound effects. Nice. Yes, please.
I'm going to guarantee this now, though. If something does happen, we will catch it 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll always.
Oh, yeah.
Right after you asked that question, it sounded like there was like tapping or something like that.
There's one.
Angry.
Here's one.
Catherine, are you angry?
Are you upset we're here?
Isn't this the hallway we're dancing?
Lost love. Angry. Lost love. I've got like a pressure headache, kind of like stuff.
Catherine, did you lose somebody close to you? Did you maybe answer yes by knocking once?
What was that?
Ooh.
Did you hear that? You hear that? It was like 3 knocks.
3 knots.
Answered yes by knocking once?
Yeah. That was loud as heck.
Oh, shit, what is that? I just asked for one.
Not sure if that's for
Thank you.
officially something, but that sounded like it could be something.
Oh, yeah. That's why I keep hearing the faint one too off and on, but then as soon as you asked that, that's when it was loud.
So, Catherine, you lost someone you love. Was it, can you knock one more time if it was a family member of yours?
Going on for a minute.
Again, lost love.
Twice in a row?
Mm. So, family member.
Lost love, so we got something.
One has to think.
Maybe you guys.
Maybe it's
since
just
you're generous,
residual or something.
Go when you guys think.
A residual spirit in mourning.
Yeah, because I know Lulu up on the second floor, she was the one that was really like a mother-like figure, took care of the children here. And I think Dan said that she was raped and murdered. Catherine, do you remember the flowers I brought you last time for Christmas? Female.
Good in there.
We'll see if she set up some equipment. Catherine, if that is you, can you walk down this hallway? These lights will light up. You hearing that?
Like a walk? Or...
They definitely have a different
If this
interesting
isn't
way of
Catherine,
doing-
maybe? Could you make some sort of a knocking noise?
That was loud.
Did you hear a knock? Mm-hmm. There's one knock.
Maybe it's not Catherine.
They got everybody on camera, and nobody was doing that.
Determine who it is. Oh, there's something.
Instructions.
Maybe they need instructions how to set the alarms off.
If you I don't know. It seems like you might know how to do this, so I don't want to feel like I'm explaining it to you if you already know. But if you see those red lights, if you just walk towards them and try to touch them or even just approach them, it'll show us that you're here with us. So those are the instructions that you might have been asking for. It'll let us know that you're here so we can speak.
Nothing then, or is it just taking them a moment?
You guys hear that? To me, it sounds like it's above us.
Mouth closed.
Shut up.
Interesting.
I'm trying to. I'm telling you, I'm so used to spirits call me idiot and everything that I just roll
Oh,
with it.
is he usually a target for insulting?
You want us
spirits?
upstairs?
We can move down there to the stairs and just see if we hear anything at the stairwell.
That's why I swear I keep hearing something above us.
It's weird. It's crazy how still it
Very
is. It just feels like just still. Right.
It's freaking cold down here. The woman that we heard, can you talk for us again, please? Lulu, is that you? If you hit that harder, we can follow the sound and come to where you are.
That's furnace.
Natural causes.
That's crazy, because we just said that's the furnace
Yeah,
making the noise.
Oh, yeah.
And then that comes
It's
across
it's
and
just
says
them
that.
going, oh, yeah, that's a natural noise around here. Don't worry about that.
Is there somebody upstairs? Maybe it's not Lulu? Could you use your voice and try to tell us that you're up there?
I think we should just try and like what we normally do is we'll start to do a sweep through until you may feel that. So if anybody feels like uneasy as we start to walk through, say something, and then we'll just stop and do like a little session right there.
Let's do it, man.
Sure.
So you want to go upstairs or down?
We can stay down here since we got all this stuff down here,
Yeah, I mean,
but we'll just go
walk
around.
Yeah.
John, you want to take this?
Oh, dude, the spirit talker I haven't silenced, but it said don't go further just now.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Well, we're going.
right when you said that.
So Paranormal Nightmare, they have a very, very different method of investigating. Everybody does
That's
the
very
paranormal,
interesting,
and
yeah.
I think that's what leads to a lot of different beefs and some of the negativity within the community is everybody thinks that they're doing it the right way. Nobody's doing it the right way, in my opinion. It's all open to
Just,
interpretation because we're all
open
doing the same
to
thing.
how
We're all
you
paranormal
be-
investigating
how it
and
best suits
doing
you.
it how you want to. I'm a total advocate for doing it however you would like to do it. Whether you want to do it with every light on in the house, pitch black, you want to use one device, you want to use 100 devices. I think if you're getting evidence, you're doing it right, no matter what you're doing. But Paranormal Nightmare's methods are super interesting. They do pretty much entirely in the dark, which we used to do on the channel years ago. We stopped doing that a couple years ago. And they have a very, very bare bones approach, as opposed to where we have a lot of devices that we've grown to use over the years and really love. So you guys are gonna like this, but that's why you'll see in this episode, it's pretty much all shot infrared. We wanted to test out the way that they do it, and I'm really, really glad that we did. So yeah, I'm just gonna introduce this because these guys film in all darkness, which is crazy. These guys are hardcore. We have also gone to complete darkness, so Jeff and I, we didn't really do this.
I can't see, so Josh, if I touch your butt, I'll just oh, look at, oh, dude, look at. I just said touch your butt. Homophobic. What?
Jeez.
That's crazy.
The little
You're right.
ghost boxes already going off on some of your jokes.
Oh, shit. For the record, I'm not homophobic, okay? So.
Batteries, you just started using this. Like, what are your guys' batteries at?
I'm at 46 right now.
You're full?
Yep.
So that would be comparable right now. Weird.
Interesting.
How many do you have?
Again, a very unique thing we did with Paranormal Nightmare was just sitting in the dark, like being quiet, having our devices pick up voices, not really having lots of equipment, minimal equipment, if you will, and really trying to dig in and get answers to our questions with these different spirits. For me, it was like really an interesting change up to go from like using like white light a lot of times to just pretty much total darkness. And it gave me a total different vibe. So I think it was just a really cool investigation. Again, totally different. It's going to be like unlike I think you've ever seen.
Them investigating
a lot of responses,
testing,
a lot of noise,
now going back
a lot of
to
things
is
that
going back
intelligent,
to
I think responses came through, made
low
sense.
to no lights.
And then again, hooking up with Paranormal Nightmare, and that's kind of their technique. We kind of mix a little of our technique. I think it's just like a phenomenal episode and very unique. I think unlike anyone that you've ever seen, really.
It's a heavier feel up here, I think. A gallery. I don't know.
Is there anybody up here with us that can hear our voice? You could knock on something one time to let us know you can hear us.
I've seen you before.
Crazy.
There you go.
You've not seen us before, but you've seen these guys. Could you tell us one of their names? That'd be awesome.
Under the ground.
So there is a...
Yeah, there's the cemetery.
Were you buried on the property?
Move forward.
Okay. Devin. First name.
Oh, didn't we just ask for a name?
I asked
I've spent years here.
Okay. That's crazy. So, Devin, do you think that might be who has come through? Or?
Devin, if
There's
that's...
more of us.
What is that?
There's more of us.
If your name's Devin, could you knock on something like this?
Ooh, I heard that.
One knock, yeah.
Devin, was that you?
Is that a
Voice.
Okay, that looks like a...
Like it's
dog.
Ben.
Sound like it's silly.
That's
One knock, yeah.
that knock was very clear. Let's pause this for a second, go back to normal speed, and see if we can catch what that noise was.
Devin, was that you?
There's almost something. It sounded like the wind at first, and then it sounded like something over the wind a little bit, but it's hard to say for sure.
Ben.
Sound like it's silly.
A bang, yeah, you gave one knock.
Said bang. Yeah. Oh, right there.
Brown.
That's us.
It's our last name.
Your last name's Brown?
Yeah. Wow. Yep.
Dude, am I tripping out or is there a bunch of noise now?
Brown and Son, yes, you're calling us out.
Guess I'm tripping.
Are we getting it?
Do you enjoy having us here?
This must have
You've got an interesting pop to your stomach.
So I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say, I feel pulled that way almost. Like, I don't know, I just feel like yeah.
Always got a good job.
I don't know, just that kind of feeling. God damn, this is creepy as hell.
We show us lights.
That's one I've
We
never
show
heard
us
before.
lights.
Can you show us what you look like?
Let us rest.
Apparently not.
It's pretty long.
Stuff in the corner down here.
Actually, a noise. Yeah, it was right off the left of us.
There.
Oh, wow. So was that
Okay, that's
you
interesting.
that we just heard?
Alexander.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, that's
That was like rat.
Still, it's getting some interesting responses out of the machines.
The energy's like so all over the place. Wait, did you say you saw something block out that light?
Yeah.
Dude, I just saw that same thing.
On the right.
The
door.
church.
Yes, on the right, like a black. Oh, wait, what the hell is that?
Yeah, church. We stood down there. How long did we stand down there and that never freaking happened?
Uh-huh.
Close the door.
If that's you down there, you hit something really hard for us.
He's here.
That's ominous.
What's his name? What is this?
That was loud and distant.
That was a swoosh, whoosh again.
That sounded like something taking a tumble. But there's not much in this place that can.
We're at peace.
Did you see that? What do you see?
Well, I show you this here.
Josh,
What?
someone just touched my hand. I feel like there's like, is that a cold breeze?
Yeah, it's definitely.
I mean, it's real.
It's like something's breathing in my face.
Oh,
It's like it's cold breeze.
Right here is very cold. Right
You
here.
getting it too?
Yes, right. That's why I asked what this room is.
Yeah, my thumb's like frozen, but it's like.
Dude, I'm telling you, just don't look at your screens for a second. Just look over here at these windows. If I just seen you over here, can you please walk past the other way?
Basement.
Oh, no way.
Something's missing from the
We're not going in the
basement.
basement yet.
Oh, the elderly woman.
Oh, dude.
Where we at?
What's her name in the basement? The elderly woman.
The broom handle.
Yes.
Doris.
Or it could, yeah, it could be the one that took her own life, or the cook.
Or the one Rocky saw.
Oh shit, dude. Yeah, you saw a woman in the basement, right?
Oh, yeah.
Can you be more specific on the
I think it's
elderly
just
woman?
right down there. You get down the steps, and it's off the right. There's a, like a little, I don't know, a hole in the wall. Well, anyway, she was like bent over,
Mason.
and she had like a white dress, like scraggly hair, like blondish brown. Yeah.
I
think mine said Mason.
I mean, just real faint like that.
What did it do?
Just when it touched my hand right over there, it was real faint, just like a little touch, just like that.
Let's go to the basement. And I'll tell you, because I think up here, because the energy you guys feel now, I think whatever's in the basement, like, controls this place.
Dude, I was about to say earlier, like, something happened here and I got kind of cut off, but I was literally going to say, I feel like it's just kind of,
I'm only 6.
I feel like it's been saying, like, come down to the basement. Even making that knock on the stairs, it's like, come down.
And it told us to go left, and right there's
The stairwell.
What the heck is that?
Find me. Well, we've heard the basement twice. You guys want to go down? Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on.
Going on down to this down.
So we were really enjoying our night with the Foreman brothers. There was so much evidence, so many relevant answers coming through, but I don't know, the top floors of the asylum didn't really feel that heavy or active. We were catching stuff and feeling things, but I don't know, something it felt like just kept calling us down to the basement. That's where Jeff got pushed earlier. That's where Paranormal Nightmare, those guys say the evil thing lives that they've interacted with in the past. The basement definitely is a beast of its own. It's huge. So many rooms and so much just twisted history down there, but yeah, we all decided it was time to go down.
Well, I believe me, I know that. So
There's a few acts of negative
older woman, like
impact that could cause some of that energy too to be the way that it is.
I remember we had Dan in here last. We've been here 3 straight Christmases. We come here to spend time with the spirits during Christmas, which is weird, but
I think that's a great tradition.
Weird.
Nicholas.
Tell you what, it's definitely a lot colder down here.
Okay, we're in the basement.
Caves.
An act nickname for a lot of cave-like hallways.
This one.
Wait, but all the lights were turned off down here when we were down here.
Right here.
Right here, you guys have seen her.
Rocky, does that look like the woman that you've seen?
The doors.
No. She was like,
They're walking near.
They're walking there.
she seemed like she was like maybe in her 30s. Oh, so she wasn't even that old. Yeah, but she was just like bent over, like crouched down, like kids, and she had like I don't know, like a sandy blonde hair. Yeah.
Speak. Just said it.
Doris, are you in the kitchen with us? I know that this is where you like to cook. By the way, my name's Colin.
I'm Jeff again.
Perish in darkness.
Ooh, there's some lovely phrases for you.
Holy shit.
Holy moly.
Isn't that a cooler over there?
Has it got a door?
Yeah.
I thought it was just remember shadow work behind you, Colin.
Please stay back. See me.
Josh, go back up. See if that
Come on,
door's there.
go
Back
back.
there.
I thought I was just saying it again. Here, I'll call him back there. Is the creeper here with us?
Something again. Or is it basically like banging a pan? What the heck? It keeps going.
You said assault earlier, and then Mildred. Mildred, I hate to ask this question, but were you raped down here?
Safe.
Yeah, you're safe talking to us.
Heard that.
That was back there.
I think that's what the rape room
Hey,
is.
attacked asleep. Attacked asleep.
That's perfect, Colin.
Oh my gosh, there's some noise back. Some noise back here.
Mildred, were you asleep when somebody raped you? Is that what you're trying to say? If it's not too hard for you to answer, were you raped maybe while you were asleep? Can you knock on something to let me know
I'm
that
hiding.
if that's true, you can knock on something or make any sort of noise and we'll take that as a yes. Sound like a female.
That was a voice. 3 times we've heard female.
Dude, it's so cold you can see my
It's a pretty distinct voice, female.
You hear those, man?
Yeah.
You can come in here and talk to us? You can come up here and touch me.
Break law.
What is that?
Break law. Like break the law.
Oh.
Well, you guys, well, you didn't really break the law, but attacking in a sleep, if it was rape, would be breaking the law.
That's true.
Mildred, are you still here with us?
Ooh. Interesting. Yeah.
Your name.
I don't get it.
Keeps asking you.
It's asked us for our name.
Yeah, I'm Jeff.
I guess we're in different parts of the building. I'm Colin.
Yeah, I'm Jeff. I know we got.
I'm Rocky.
I'm Josh.
This does sound like that banging pants. Oh, that sounds like a door.
Kitchen. That's Doris's back. That's her place.
Choose.
Still.
Okay, sure.
This one?
Speed on up. So we get some more stuff.
God damn, it's dark. Oh no, this is it with the dead body. Yeah, here's the butcher block.
Cattle.
Wait, no way.
Cattle. Look at this. Look at, I can't focus. My camera doesn't focus.
Nice.
Cattle.
Yeah, work on this camera, my
This is where
man.
they slaughtered right there. That's insane.
They were telling us, she was telling us the story of how they would kill the animal right here and put him right here in the, what is it, the freezer or the fridge? And then, yeah, when this was a morgue, the bodies were stored right next to the...
The bodies were on the left and meat was on the right.
That's crazy.
They bring it through this door around here, slaughter them right there, and then the butcher would put them in here.
And
I'm
that-
enjoying this.
But that's what's crazy about it is, we first went into the wrong room, you know, which you're in pitch black, so it's hard to see. So we come back in the right room, then it says cow.
Yeah, true. Because it wouldn't have been as like relevant if it would have said that in the other room.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. The cattle's pretty specific.
Take photo.
Well,
What the hell is that?
What's that?
wasn't me.
That was a woman.
Yeah.
What is that?
Is that what you heard? Mm-hmm. Well.
That was wild. If that was something squeaking, that had to be quite the push on a squeaky door. Strong.
Can we hear your voice again?
Strong. Strokes the way.
Are you trying to get us to go somewhere?
Discovering.
Discovering.
Dude,
That's what we're doing.
it's, think about it. They're telling us history and they're like telling us a new story. We're discovering stuff, but for some reason it's linked to this room. And then the cattle confirmed it, but what would...
A story.
Yeah, what do you guys think? I mean, it was talking about assaulted down here. Think someone got assaulted in this room, maybe?
Oh, yeah. I bet.
That they just don't know about?
People.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
Hi,
there's
people.
had to be so many stories that.
Well, you got 1942,
Mm-hmm.
you know, did that play a factor in it too?
Would that have been, when was cholera? Like, when was that happening? I don't know the date.
I have no idea.
Yeah, they had that big outbreak here. It'd be interesting to know what that was. If someone,
Like the dark.
So do we.
Yeah, we love it.
if someone passed away in 1940, they'd be 84 today. So it could be an 84-year-old in here that's passed.
This thing like lifts up or something. I'm so out of here.
You know, you have to admit though, that'd be so cool if that happened on video.
And then you get the video of me running too.
No, then you find out afterwards nobody got it on any of our angles.
6 cameras, nobody got it.
Let's go check out the mirror
The
room.
cameras. Dang
I
it.
don't believe I got a lot when I was in the mirror room this last time, but I think it'd be worth checking out with all of us in there.
The mirror room, I actually heard like Josh talking when I was actually sitting in there. Like he was like down here with me, and he wasn't even up here. He was actually back there.
second floor.
Yeah, up on the second floor. I think he was
Right in the ballroom.
I was in Lily's room on the
Oh,
second floor.
Lily's? Yeah.
Can I ask one more question?
Let's keep this going.
If you could give us one more word before we go to another room about your story, can you just say what one word has to do with what you're trying to tell us?
Please wait and listen.
Wow.
Thinking about, oh, here we go. Soul. S-O-U-L. What's the soul?
Dude, what? I mean, right
Okay.
here, you were saying before we leave.
Yeah.
Please
Yeah,
don't listen.
but their soul is here.
So, could you then, if we wait for a second and listen, could you now tell us a little bit about your story? We're thinking maybe you got assaulted sexually in this room. Could you knock on something to let us know that that's true? Or say true on our device? Or something about your story?
Potentially.
Of
Well, I
course.
think it answered soul to your question.
It's weird. It almost seems like they don't like trust enough to talk about it. You know what I mean?
So I always wondered if we remind, like say one of us reminded them of somebody that hurt them or they knew or,
Numbers.
well, it did say in the 1942.
Yeah, go back to that, 1940.
Well, we're going to leave this room. Is there any last message you have?
Did we remind you of anybody?
I get like my throat closing.
Elric.
Elric.
Is that a name? I just don't know.
E-L-R-I-C.
Sounds like someone big have long hair.
Sounds like an elf name. I don't know. Maybe choking was a part of the assault. But like it's weird when you stand here and you kind of just try to just feel it. It's like I get sinus pain right here and then just like. Okay, my last question. If these guys probably.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, for something.
What the heck?
Was somebody choked in this room?
We need energy.
It's the second time.
You said you was going to get that Jacob stuff.
Yeah. I think we might have to do that.
Should I run up and grab it?
Start following a little bit of the directions. A little bit. I think you could carry that Jacob's ladder with us. I just think we get in the room, you could turn on for a bit. Just charge the atmosphere a little.
Then I can tease Josh.
That'd be fun.
What's that? Oh, nothing.
Transport it.
I'll pay you, Colin.
Well, I think the long way. And walk down that hallway.
Yeah, we get all that. Okay, which one?
Okay, somebody, yeah,
I got the name Cornwall.
Wouldn't that be a plate?
Cornwall, Jackson, Cornwall.
You mean Stonewall?
Both.
Are you serious?
And you smack the wall.
this is where the evil is.
You're the
This is where all
Cornwall
the darkness
now.
lies. You gonna come out and show yourself tonight?
This is one of the most active hallways here.
I'll tell you, I've seen stuff. I've seen stuff crawling on the side of the walls in this place down here.
The octopus thing?
I think this is weird.
Oh my word,
Fucking trying to
Jeff.
trip me or something, Jesus.
Yeah, right here. Did you guys go in the mirror room already?
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I'm good.
it's definitely. This is where Jeff got pushed. Not this stairway, but that one right there.
Which one? Maybe that's like,
Right? Dad, wasn't it in here?
kind of felt like that in front of my feet.
Wow, right here, dude.
Wait a second, wait.
Yeah, this is where you got pushed off earlier,
You guys
remember?
go.
Wait a second. I missed about
Do
2
you like
steps.
God?
Do you like God?
Yes.
Yes, I do like God.
Freedom. Did anybody hear that kid scream?
Uh-uh.
I did heard. I did. That was like the loudest thing we've heard all night. Really? Damn.
That was loud.
I want to ask you a question. Do you like God?
What was that? That sounded like behind you, Josh.
That was like a growl.
Yeah.
Somebody footsteps back here.
It's kind of crazy because it's like you keep hearing stuff from all directions. Are you well, Josh heard, are you the 6-year-old kid?
Ooh, I heard something. Ooh, no, there's another sound.
Thank you. Can you come in here?
This place isn't unstable. They didn't have any of these creaks or pops or anything like that while they were walking around. That sounded like walking.
I was trying to see what that said.
Legacy.
7?
The other scare me.
Oh, wow.
So it is the little kid. What the hell is this room? Oh shit, is this where they chain the people up? Yeah, it is, dude. Right there. This is where they have the really, I don't want to necessarily call them like violent, but the people that they had to restrain.
Yeah.
This is like the
They had 2 cells, 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Back here, they
shackled them.
shackled back there.
I think that's why you get so much negative energy in this basement.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still shackled to that
Man's
wall?
inhumanity man has left a mark.
What was that?
Dude, look at it. It's like hurting. Go in there. Wow. What the fuck?
What was that? That was weird. That was still very audible.
Whoa.
I think too is that they're
Oh,
standing
Jesus
around cement. They
Christ.
shouldn't be making any pops or clicks or any other sounding noises.
Dude, but I mean, seriously? Didn't that sound like rocks or like somebody like, I don't know, like kind of like that?
Like a shuffle.
Yeah, like right here in this corner. And I thought I could have sworn to God I saw a little, I thought we'd see a rabbit. I saw something go like dart around the corner.
Yeah, that's what I saw. Like, when I was looking straight this way, it looked like,
That's what you saw?
yeah, it looked like something ran out of the f***ing room beside you. I was like, holy shit.
Oh, dude, it's cold right here. Like,
Hmm.
back there.
Is it the kid? Are you in here? What was the name we got over there?
We got Nicholas.
Can you show yourself or make a noise again? Bang that again? Can you show yourself or make a noise again? Bang that again? Okay.
That was probably the loudest thing.
That was louder than
Okay,
that.
coming in. I'm Jeff. I'm not meaning any harm. Just here to talk to you. Just let me know that you're here again.
It is so cold.
It's like walking again.
I won't lie to you.
I won't lie to you.
Are you over? Yeah. Sounds like it's upstairs. It's like up here.
Thank goodness I've had this thing on speed up because this is taking a while to reach the end. Like a 4-hour video. It's gonna be 2 hours long even at this speed.
Holy cow.
No name.
Oh, shit.
I was just asking out there what names we got too.
Yeah, dude, we just talked about
Yeah.
the name. Maybe this is the creeper, dude.
Thanks for coming out. You can keep letting us know you're here by doing anything. Your name on here or more noise.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Keeps getting their attention.
It's like you just, like, stop.
Can you hit harder?
Like, stop.
That was softer.
What would be right up here?
I don't know. I'm gonna knock twice. Can you do that? That was out there the freaking whole way.
You know what's interesting? It seems like it's doing the opposite of what you asked.
Yeah.
Like you said, hit louder, it hit quieter. You said knock twice, I just heard knock once.
Right there. Here, right over here. What is going on? Yeah.
Just waiting for that.
Where's the desk?
I'm from the 1800s.
Oh,
Are you knocking on that desk? Can you do it again, please?
It sounds like it's upstairs.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Bathtub. Is there a bathroom up there?
Dirty.
Dirty.
That's freaking crazy. Yeah.
But and she was telling us on the tour that everyone was like expected to clean up after themselves and like do the cleaning. Could it be somebody who is like eternally like cleaning?
Dude, remember that lady she told us about that was in her own filth? Took the broom to clean up?
The woman who killed herself right down that hall.
She leaned forward into the... Remember that? What was her name?
Irma. Or Ida. Did you guys hear like a...
I heard that earlier.
She killed herself right down that hall.
She leaned forward into the...
She killed herself right down that hall.
She leaned forward into the... I want to go upstairs and listen to it. Maybe we should go to the bathtub.
I gotta swap batteries anyway, so we got 3%.
I'm always scared one walking out of here.
Wait, what?
She's here. Ida.
Ida?
Possibly.
Can you give us a sign that you're here?
My foot, but there's a knock in there.
What was that?
That was back here.
That's something like just about top of my head.
Just now?
Yeah, like right when his freaking battery went dead.
Dude, it's kind of strange how our batteries are dying at the same time.
Okay.
Isn't that weird?
That's why I killed mine, just because he was dead. That's when, yeah. Isn't there a bathroom?
Yeah, there's a bathroom down here.
Here we go.
Ooh, oh. The first bit of that all night.
Can you do that again for us, if that was you? I just want to say to whoever's down here in the basement, I brought this bell down over here on the stairs. If you just reach your hand over here and touch it, it'll make a ringing noise and you can answer our questions. Why don't you try to ring it once if your answer is yes, or twice if it's no.
I can't pronounce half these words.
Right? I know. It's really strange, some of them.
Josh, you should have went down and rang the dinner bell.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Forgot about that. Let me go down and ring it real quick.
Sure.
Try it again.
I'll go with you. How about,
I'll let you guys
how about me and him go ring it and you guys see if it does anything?
Okay.
Shit, I gotta follow Josh down the dark hallway.
It's breakfast time. Everybody come down to the basement.
Dude, it's really weird. I feel like
Got real quiet for
my
a
hair
while.
started to just like rise when you ring that bell. And it's also kind of hard to breathe in here.
Yeah. The basement's definitely got a creepy energy.
Yeah, it's definitely, I think you could spend the whole time down here. You guys know Josh right here. Are you happy that he's back?
Yes, acceptable.
It's not a very warm welcome.
Well, hello to you too.
Is the creeper here, whatever the octopus creature is?
No, leave us.
We can do a sweep around and go
No,
back to
go
where we're
away.
at.
Let me ring this bell once. I wanted to do this all night. Wait,
Retaliate.
Wow.
check this out.
If our camcorders caught that woman down here.
Oh, dude, right here. Whew, I feel like there's somebody watching us right here.
Yes.
There's no trust?
There's no trust.
That's kind of weird, dude. Remember how earlier it was saying?
Affair.
But it was saying, like, trust. Like, it didn't know if it could tell us about, like, the stuff that happened. Hello? Doris?
What the hell was that?
Ooh.
Doris, was that you?
Well, a lot of ones around.
What is going on?
We're trying to talk to you before we leave tonight.
What's going on?
Perhaps it's time to leave. And we just told her we're getting ready to leave.
That's weird. And it said something about wanting us to go and put
It's time for you
I
to
feel
go.
like it's the head back
What's
here,
else
too.
happens?
Doris, do you want us to leave?
You must trust us.
Trust, dude. We trust you, but you also must trust us. I don't feel like it's Doris in here. Who's in here?
You understand me?
It's crazy. You walk in here and all that shit stops.
I know, right? You think you wanted us to come down here or not?
Mm-hmm. You want us to leave this room?
It's not all bad.
Not here.
It's not all bad, not here. So maybe it is Doris here. Doris, if you are in here, could you give us one sign that it is you?
Don't trust.
Oh my God, dude, trust again.
Yeah, all night tonight's been saying stuff about trust. Trust and sharing a story.
My trust.
Dude, it's really like it will not tell us the story. And it's like, I don't trust you enough, please understand.
Doris, we want to understand what happened to you.
Trust.
Can you try really hard and tell us your story before we leave?
Sickness took me.
No way. That is freaking crazy.
Dude, call her right. I mean, it could be
Whoever we've been speaking with.
Am I on video?
Yes. That's so, I've never gotten that. Wow, how do you even respond to that? Maybe that's why they didn't want to.
Let me out.
You can come out.
Where's the dark spirit down inside the basement here? It is past.
So are you saying that there's only a good spirit who died of sickness in here?
We're all good.
What? Did that say not to harm? And we're all good?
That's crazy. You got two separate devices, like completely different, basically saying the exact same thing.
Wow.
This is.
This is what? Dude, that's so crazy because this is the room where Doris is. And it's like a positive spirit. This is like the one room down here that has like a good spirit. That's what she said on our tour too.
Yeah, because if you move down the hallways or down to where they're at, you definitely get a darker feeling. Are you sure?
Can you tell us one thing about what happened in this room?
Jail.
Yeah, there was. Loved ones call to you. Yeah, this is probably the first time we've ever been here where we've gotten, I don't know how to explain it, like the emotional side of things, like the emotional side of the spirits. Which
Your
is,
family.
no way.
Listen.
Gentle person.
Dude, what is going on actually? Literally, as you explained, emotional, gentle person.
Because I've never been here in this basement been like this. It's usually like a super dark, evil energy.
Dude, you gotta look at this. They're both, it's getting colder in here. But like, we're family, loved ones reaching out, gentle person, all good here. Like, not one negative word. The whole.
Also just said they want you out.
Yeah, I wonder because I've never had a woman down here doing like a walkthrough and interview. Do you think that made a difference?
She absolutely loves the spirits and she loved Doris.
Open mind.
Even dude, think about what you're saying right now.
You're saying I've never had good energy.
Yes. She just said yes to you.
And it's saying like have open mind, it can be good down here.
And how many words did you say this has in it?
Like 76,000, I want to say.
No, yeah, I think we're maybe move on, huh? Yeah. Let you guys. Should we take a ring pod?
Oh, good, and sit up, gotcha.
It's really totally different ballgame when you go in the dark like this.
Whatever's down here, it's time to come out.
We're not going to be here very long, so as Sean said, come out. Could somebody just touch the bell for us there? Let us know you're here. Again, I get the word actor.
So for a quick bit of context so you know what these guys are talking about here, the next day after we filmed this episode of Paranormal Nightmare, I was sent to fly out to Austin, Texas to attend a film premiere at the South by Southwest Film and Music Festival. I got invited by the production team. I ended up going with Courtney. It was an absolutely just amazing full circle moment. But we had talked about that out loud multiple times earlier in the night. So Rocky says, maybe the device said actor because they heard us talking about the movie premiere that Colin's going to tomorrow. And then, yeah, this is what followed.
They're flying out.
Oh, true. That's true.
To the premiere.
Yeah, you're right. Right on. So are you guys talking about the actors down in Austin, Texas, where Colin's going tomorrow? Can you ring that bell twice? Acting. Holy shit. Can you see that? Acting. Thank you. Can you ring that bell twice? Maybe even just once?
Do you remember me being here last time? You scared me? Remember I called you guys for dinner?
Hand. Did you have your hand touched earlier?
Yeah, and it said hand earlier too.
Hand.
I think mine said me. I mean, just real faint like that.
What did it do?
Just when it touched my hand right over there, it was real faint, just like a little touch, just like that.
Let's go to the basement.
Like right after, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was right after I got my hand touched.
So you touched Sean's hand. What's your name? Can you just give us a name? Okay, so Rocky and Sean are going to back up. So it's just me here. Again, my name's Jeff. If you used to live here, can you just ring that bell in front of me there?
Let us back into the
I'll back
slaughter
up a little
room.
bit.
And it told us in the other room too, it died of sickness. And then I remember during the tour, she told us about those 3 women who died because they got a sickness from that room.
Large.
I don't want to stay.
Oh,
way.
Oh my gosh.
You sitting on the chair?
My pants are like stuck to my legs.
Doris, are you getting in the chair so you can leave because you don't want to stay here?
This is Ida's room right here.
Has this gone off the whole time?
No,
No, that's the first time.
First time.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was a
Hello
wow.
and welcome.
Ooh.
Wow.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you.
And there it goes again. That's a lot.
No one hears.
Being very
She keeps saying this is futile. Like, no matter what we do, we're not gonna be able to save her.
And
You're not going to be able to what?
Save her.
also no one
Yeah,
hears.
like no one can hear, like on a plea or whatever.
Oh, dude, the REM pod, that's like the first REM pod hit of the whole night.
Yeah. We had the dog off, I think, twice.
Yep. Once one used all of them, once one used by yourself.
Right. I don't know if y'all are cold, but I'm like kind of shivering. I'm freezing.
Hands in ponder. Doris, we're gonna be leaving you. Do you have any last messages for us?
almost there. Some more weird noises. A lot of them, in fact, for such a stable place.
I am sad. I said we're leaving and she said I am sad.
Dare.
Let me out.
Dude, could this be her spirit who wanted to leave so bad? The woman who, is it Ida?
It is her. No way.
Okay.
Whoa.
Dude, what was, she didn't want anything to talk about in that room, remember?
Yeah.
What was
They
that?
said to not, she doesn't like when you talk about her story.
Oh.
Ida, if that's you, we'll leave this area. Can you touch that red light one more time in the wheelchair or sit down in that? Then we'll leave.
I'll back up a little bit, give you some room.
I don't know, I feel like they have a connection with you for whatever reason.
I know, it's really
Dominic.
Dominic. This is the first male name we've gotten.
It smells like perfume. It said that's the gateway.
Especially though it's right in the middle.
Yeah.
And very clearly nobody near it.
Let me out again.
Really?
Hmm.
It said let me out again?
Well, whoever's here, we're just gonna let you out, so come on out. What did I say?
Come back. Come back, look. Come back and the REM pod went off.
Oh.
Baby,
What
come
do you think
back.
that mean? Do you think that means like we
I
should?
don't think they want you to leave. No freaking way.
What is that? Don't trust
Again.
the whole night, dude.
All night tonight, that's
on
what
all of our
Trust
devices.
ya.
Maybe it's saying like,
Of course.
Of course.
what if it's like, what if they're saying like they would trust us if we came back? You know what I mean? Like show dedication.
Adjusted cable ties.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so this place has probably got
Yeah.
all kinds of secrets. I'm talking 100 years of secrets.
And I mean, there were murders here. There were tons of lapses in the state, like funding and oversight of this building. So it's like many
He
weapons.
shot me.
No freaking way. There you go.
Many weapons. He shot me, dude. Okay, so there was someone who was hit and killed, someone who was shot and killed. Is that true?
Wow.
Okay, that's a yes, I'd say.
So that's 2 victims. How did the third woman die?
Christine.
Oh.
Didn't I get Christine when I was here?
Pretty sure one was good.
Really?
Ronald.
Oh, weird. All of a sudden,
All of a
it's
sudden, a
names.
couple names.
And this thing quit talking.
I wonder if Ronald had something to do with what happened.
Motor vehicle, dude.
Wow.
I just got a crash. Motor vehicle. Not this time. And it said, "You're cool."
Oh, wow.
I wish that, yeah, that's a nice
That's one thing.
compliment.
This thing's definitely.
That advice with Josh, that's, I think, way more than we've ever gotten.
Dude,
like that.
and it's
Like,
all
it makes
things that we've
sense.
never even
But
seen.
But they're the
Very
phrases,
quick,
though,
too.
they're just random words.
And it's things that's going to what we're talking about as well.
Like, dude, you ask, "Is there anything else you want to share?" Not this time.
Yeah.
You're cool. It's like,
It's like totally right on.
Like we were back there having a conversation, like not even asking the spirits, just us two having a conversation. And it's like the spirits were constantly interjecting their thoughts.
Interjecting like
right
a
along
third
with us.
person into the
Like,
conversation.
Do
Yeah.
you like Satan?
That was wow. Ooh.
Taking a turn for the worse there.
trust me again. Oh, dude, that's so weird. Right when it says, "Do you like Satan?" and it says, "Trust me." But the whole night it's been saying like, "I don't trust you. I don't trust you." Blah blah blah. Then all of a sudden somebody comes in and says, "Trust me." Do you like Satan? Like, it's just the total opposite of. I mean, it's weird. It said on the cross too, just a couple seconds ago.
It's weird.
Is the creeper here?
Assault.
Asylum.
Assault, dude.
Oh, that's Asylum.
This is the.
You said is the creeper here?
I can't tell.
I can't tell.
And also, assault. You can't talk about the assault. That's the original word that started off this entire line of questioning earlier was the word assault.
If the creeper's here, can you make yourself known before we leave?
It's gonna
Killed them.
Killed them.
Whoa.
Who was the guy down here that's the evil guy? Was it the judge or something like that?
I can't remember.
The guy that had a jail cell?
You look familiar.
Well, yeah, they've been here several times.
Don't ask. Who's the
Don't ask.
So the creeper guy killed these women.
Oh, dude, it's cold.
What was that? Yeah, that was a crack right here.
It's like something else just came in because all of a sudden it says you guys are familiar, and it's like a total vibe change. Like killed them, Satan. Don't ask. You know what I mean?
I literally keep hearing shit behind you guys. You hear that?
Yeah. They're pricing. You need holy water after this crap.
Can I just interject? Do you want to try before we leave the DR60?
Oh, dude, let's do that right now.
Because they've not really working. We can maybe finish with that.
Sure.
The battery in the back. Wait, what?
Demon.
I'm just gonna say though, it is very, very strange that it said, "Do you like Satan?" It starts talking about religious stuff, then it calls you stupid, and it says demon. I don't think we've ever gotten demon on that device. Like,
It always eventually ends up saying something bad to me.
well,
I'm going to hit record on this.
Small circle.
all right. I just want to
Let's
ask:
slow it down for this bit here.
is
So we let
there
this
a
play
demon
out.
down here?
Yeah, a lot of interesting stuff though. Lots of little
That right
tidbits.
there was, but earlier it wasn't.
Okay. Ida, with all due respect, can you come out here and just say your name into this device for us? Let us just know your name.
You're a female?
5 people.
Oh, wow.
5 people.
All right. Okay.
5 guys. Let's get in some
The 3
burglaries.
women that were talking to Colin and I earlier, can you share your story now, please?
So who called me stupid?
It's actually a pretty good question.
Ida, is there something that you need help with?
Listen.
Right,
It
let's
said
have a
I was
listen.
old.
I know.
And that said when I asked the question, it said painting. Is there a painting in there?
Wow, there was all that stuff in the bed.
Sand.
What is it?
Sand? Is there sand in there?
Very growly.
What the f*** is? I don't know if you guys can hear anything I want, but...
Yes, but it's very scratchy. Can't tell for sure. Is that whistling? Yeah,
Dude,
we're
I
talking about
hear
the
the 3
painting.
of us were twice.
Gotta
The
listen.
3
You
of
have
us
to
were...
listen. Really close.
Just like I'm scratching. Just so scratchy. I can hear something going on in there, but it's.
Need help?
Dude, dude, these are like full.
I've seen them making heads or tails, but they are
full sentences,
long.
dude. What?
Usually it goes to one.
Yeah.
Usually it goes from one person to the next.
Wish they were clearer.
Like that. That's like drawn out.
Well, it's like there's freaking shit on almost every one of them.
Yes,
Why couldn't
dude.
they say a syllable and a syllable and a syllable too? But,
What's your favorite possession while in your room? Well, we read the other message.
I just wish it was clear. I can hear there's something there, but it's not coming all the way through.
We just want to say thank you for trying to get your story out. Hopefully one day we'll be able to come back here and tell more of it. Would you like to have us back? Can you tell me this room and we're standing in front of?
Very loud, right?
Dude, that was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, like, honestly, compared to, like, even the sessions that we've had on this trip, this is our fourth video, like, investigation we filmed. We haven't had a single
Can't
one
make out a
response
word,
that
and
was
it
like
sucks.
one of
I
those.
can't hear
It
a
was like
single word out of
full
it.
sentences.
I could hear what I thought was a yes one time, but it's like that's not guaranteed either.
Y'all to go back over that and listen to it.
Oh yeah, dude. Like,
That's like, I think, the longest EVPs that we've gotten. Like,
You can record that and put it through like waveform and try to see what it really does. But those were. Go ahead.
There's definitely a woman on there. I mean, you can hear the woman.
there's like an angry person. I don't know if it's a woman or what, and then like a woman, you know?
Yeah, that's what I was like on that couple of them. It kind of sounded like there was like that raspy thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was
Good. Okay.
Well,
Holy mechanoid, Bo's got your bell and stuff.
good stuff, guys.
Interesting. Very interesting. That's sadly not
So
clear
the
enough
night
to
of the
make
Asylum
any
for me,
heads
I
out.
mean,
tear
again,
this out
unique,
of.
meeting Paranormal Nightmare and hooking up with them, teaming up with them, kind of fusing our techniques and equipment, if you will. That for me was really a cool part of this. I mean, especially these guys are really cool guys. I think their technique really brought something kind of unique to us, and our techniques brought something unique to them. Again, kind of a fusion. So for me, it was, one of those things where I think just doing a lot of it in the dark, kind of minimalistic, if you will. I really appreciated doing that. That gave me a totally different feel for the place. Gave me, quite honestly, a lot more of a creep factor, but I think it's going to be one that's really appreciated by the viewers. And these guys are rock solid, honest people. And so for me, that was the cool part of this investigation, was the collaboration with a cool team that wanted to join forces and work together to find out what was going on there. And they'd been there before, but it was an overall great investigation that you guys, I think, are going to really enjoy.
So,
very good.
first
I
of
think
all,
they're
I want
pretty
to give a
solid
massive
group.
shout out and a thank you to Paranormal Nightmare, the Foreman brothers, Josh, Sean, and Rocky. Be sure to go give those guys a follow and check out their content because it's truly some of the best in the game. And absolutely incredible people, by the way. We had a
Actually,
really good night.
here's
It was
a good
actually,
idea.
we would spend like a
Paranormal
whole hour talking and
Nightmare.
be like, oh shit, we should probably go
What do you
investigate.
guys
Then we
think?
put stuff
Should
down,
we
talk
give
for
them a
another
good?
45 minutes.
We
Like,
gotta
oh, damn, we need to
go.
go film. I really like
Partly
using
I
their
am
method. It was a
completely
really
cutting
interesting
out,
change of pace from our usual lights
Sam
on,
and
lots of
Kobe,
equipment
just
to
because
lights off,
they
barely any equipment.
claim
I thought it was
literally every
interesting. It reminded
video I
me of
make
kind of my roots,
from
like
them.
what I did back before I
So
even
should we
had
give
any
this
equipment. It
new
was
group
just
a try?
me, an infrared
Because that's
camera,
kind of
and
how
like a
we
millimeter.
bumped into
It's just
Paranormal
crazy to think about
Files.
how the show's changed so much.
So I think they
I wanna
actually
thank
did
those
an
guys for
episode
coming out.
together
There's
with
definitely something in the Randolph County Infirmary and Asylum.
Twin
I still don't know
Paranormal, and
exactly
that's
who
how
we're
I
talking
found
to.
them.
Seems like we talked
And
to
that's why
Ida,
they
the
still.
three women,
That's
a
what's
man, a
also
male
kind of
spirit,
nice
the
to me
evil
that they
thing.
still
Talked to
communicate
everybody. They
once
all
in a
came
while
through.
when
Whether
they're on
that's
the
because
hunt.
Paranormal Nightmare, those guys know the spirits or not, I don't know. But this is a super interesting video, and we loved filming it, and
don't
just
forget
every
to
second that we
thumbs
spent
up
inside
the
the building.
video.
We'd love to go back, actually. And I'm sorry we didn't do an Estes method. I actually had to fly out to Austin the next morning, super early, so and we had, I think, what, an hour and 20-minute drive to our hotel? Yeah, a super long drive to our hotel, and it was so late. So if we go back, we'll do an Estes method. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
This is out in
As
the
always,
movies,
everybody,
so,
you are the reason
yeah.
why this channel exists. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts for watching. See you next Monday, and as always, stay spooky.
Alrighty. With that, we're going to call it here. Again, let me know what you think of the new method and if you like it or if I should go back or what parts of it I should change back. And, yeah, that's going to be it for tonight. I hope you all enjoyed the Paranormal Files. Are going to be our only spooky show to this week, except for maybe our return to ghost hunting on Wednesday night for gaming. But, yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. And I will see you all next time. Pleasant dreams.